Nigel Farage, reported overnight to police by a former member of his campaign team over claims of falsified election expenses. Both sides of the coin. If you put yourself in public life, you're there to be scrutinised. Richard Tice came on at 7 and went, nah, hold on a minute. This is a disgruntled ex-employee who we threw out for reasons that I can't go into, but they were quite telling reasons. He says, as do many of the viewers and listeners, this is just the establishment panicking its bits off, and they will throw whatever they have to at a man who's
Good day and welcome back to the British Report channel. We have a political earthquake rippling across Westminster today, a seismic event that spells the absolute definitive end of Keir Starmer's Labour project. The secret that Starmer's government has been desperately trying to hide, even from its own National Executive Committee, is finally out, and the man who has revealed the chilling truth is the one man who stands ready to bury the two-party system for good, Nigel Farage. The shocking news is official. Reform UK has now definitively overtaken the Labour Party to become the biggest political party in the UK by membership. This is not a poll, not a forecast, but a fundamental shift in the very structure of British democracy, and it exposes the single fatal flaw in Starmer's government that will ultimately end the Labour Party: the devastating, relentless and accelerating exodus of their grassroots members. Quick favour, if you are loving this chaotic, dramatic insight into Britain's collapsing political scene, hit that subscribe button. Over 92% of viewers haven't yet. It is free, takes a second and means the world to us. Thanks if you did. Now back to the show, because Farage's victory lap is more than just a celebration. It is a declaration of war against the entire Westminster establishment. The raw numbers are the stuff of nightmares for Starmer. Reform UK now boasts a staggering 269,000 members and counting, a monumental rise of over the text 330% since the 2024 general election, when their membership stood at text $61,000. Meanwhile, leaked figures from Labour HQ reveal that Keir Starmer's fading party has slumped below 250,000 members, losing over $3 of text $100,000 members since they won the general election last year. This staggering rate of attrition, the equivalent of a member walking out every few minutes, is the ultimate sign of a failed political project. Farage wasted no time in seizing the political high ground, declaring the secret is finally out. Reform has now overtaken the Labour Party to become the biggest political party in the UK. It also marks the gravestone of Britain's old two-party system. This is the one thing that will truly end the Labour Party, and it is not what you see in the polls. It is the death of their grassroots infrastructure. Political parties do not win general elections solely through slick media appearances and national polling leads. They win by having thousands of activists on the ground, the forces on the ground, as Farage put it, who knock on doors, deliver leaflets and run local campaigns. For decades, Labour's vast paid-up membership was its beating heart, its ultimate structural advantage over the perpetually struggling Conservative Party. Now, Starmer has not only lost the intellectual and ideological argument to the far-right populist movement led by Farage, but he has lost the manpower. Farage's declaration that our network of branch activists is flourishing and that Reform now has the manpower to take on the political establishment and win is the fatal blow. It means that while Labour might still lead in some national voting intention polls, they are structurally incapable of fighting a sustained seat-by-seat general election campaign against a party that is now superior in numbers, enthusiasm and funding, especially after Reform received the single biggest donation in modern British political history earlier this year. The evidence of this grassroots collapse is everywhere, and it is happening in Labour's former strongholds. Farage is rightly boasting that Reform has the momentum, having already won an earthquake majority of seats in the May's English local elections and, crucially, following up with major victories in Labour-held areas. The most recent stinging humiliation for Labour came just last night with Reform's victory in a council by-election in West Lothian, Scotland. This is territory that should be absolutely safe for Labour, yet reform came from nowhere to snatch the seat, demonstrating that the party's grassroots operation is now capable of overturning the old two-party map, proving Farage's point. No Labour or Tory stronghold is safe anymore. Starmer's refusal to even acknowledge the figures, Labour spokespeople are stonewalling, stating they do not give a running commentary on them throughout the year, only confirms the panic inside their headquarters. They are desperately trying to manage the public relations fallout of a crisis that is fundamentally structural. The decline in membership is a direct repudiation of Starmer's leadership and his political direction, with members reportedly leaving over his deeply unpopular centrist policy shifts, such as the initial continuation of the two-child benefit cap and a perceived lack of radical action on the cost of living crisis. By allowing his membership to hemorrhage to Reform UK, Keir Starmer has not only lost the financial revenue stream, but has lost the political soul of his party. Farage, with his political instinct, has perfectly identified this vacuum of political spirit and is now filling it with a surging army of anti-establishment activists. This is the one definitive proof that Starmer's Labour government is collapsing from the inside out, paving the way for Farage to achieve his ultimate goal, the total destruction of the Labour Party as a political force. Thank you so much for watching.